Welcome to myacats.com, where learning is understanding. Let's solve some questions to understand the concept of sequence, series, and progression. My first question is third term of the sequence whose nth term is 2n plus 5 is. So my nth term is 2n plus 5. So the question is asking me to find out the third term. So third term is 2 into 3 plus 5, that is 11. Okay. So question 2 is, if A is the first term and D is the common difference of an AP, then n plus 1 term of the AP is. So I know that my nth term of an AP is A plus n minus 1 into D. So the question is asking me to find out the n plus 1 term. So T n plus 1 is A. I will write n plus 1 instead of n. So I get n and D. So this is the answer, A plus n D. Now I will see question third. The question third is, if the sum of three consecutive terms of the AP is 9, then the middle term is. So I have seen that when I have to take three consecutive terms of an AP, I should take as A minus D, A and A plus D. Now the question is saying is, the sum of three consecutive term of AP is 9. So A minus D plus A plus D is equals to 9. So DD cancel out, 3A is equals to 9, A is equals to 3. The question is asking me the middle term. The middle term is A. So my answer is 3. After that the question is, the general term for the sequence 5, 2, 5, 1, 2, 5, 6, 2, 5 is. So question 4 is 5, 25, 1 to 5, 6 to 5 and so on. So I can write this as 5 raised to the power 1, 5 raised to the power 2, 5 raised to the power 3, 5 raised to the power and so on. So my general term is Tn is 5 raised to the power n. 5 raised to the power n is the answer. So my question fifth is, the arithmetic mean of 7 and 8 is, it is 7 plus 8 by 2. It is 15 by 2. It is 7.5. So 7.5 is the answer of this question. Let's solve question 6. The question 6 is, the arrangement of numbers 1 by 2 minus 3 by 4 minus 5 by 6 minus 7 by 8 and so on is an example of sequence, true or false. Now I know that a sequence is a set of numbers following some logical rule. So here I can see that my denominator is an even number, okay, and my numerator is an odd number, but here it is positive and the rest are negative. So it means it is not following any logical order. So this is not a sequence. So the answer is false. However, if in this question my 1 by 2 is minus 1 by 2, if this is given, then it will be a sequence. So at present the answer to this question is false. Seventh is, if A by 2 is the first term and D is the common difference of an AP, then the sum of n terms of AP is dash. So question 7 is to find out the sum of n terms of an AP. So the sum of n terms of an AP is Sn is equals to n by 2 plus 2a plus n minus 1 into D. So the question is saying that my first term is A by 2. So 2 into A by 2 and the common difference is D, n minus 1 into D, and it is n by 2. So the answer is n by 2 into A plus n minus 1 into D. So this is the answer. Let's see question 8. Question 8 is, in a sequence, if Sn is the sum of n terms and Sn minus 1 is the sum of n minus 1 terms, then the nth term is, okay. So question 8 is that if n terms are given and the sum of these n terms is Sn, and the sum of n minus 1 term is Sn minus 1. So I have to find out this term, my nth term. So nth term is Sn minus 1. So let's see question 9th. If Tn is 3n plus 8, then Tn minus 1 equals to dash. So question 9th is Tn is 3n plus 8. So Tn minus 1 is, instead of n, I will write 3n minus 1. So 3n minus 1 plus 8. It will become 3n minus 3 plus 8 equals to 3n plus 5. This is the answer. Let's see question number 10. My question number 10 is, the sum of first n plus 1 natural number is dash. Now I know that the sum of first n natural number n is n into n plus 1 by 2. So sum of first n plus 1 natural number is, instead of n, I will write n plus 1. So n plus 1 into n plus 2 by 2. This is the answer of question number 10. Let's see question number 11. My question number 11 is, for a series in geometric progression, the first term is a. My first term is a and the second term is 3a. Second term is 3a. The common ratio of the series is, so I know the common ratio is the second term divided by first term. So 3a divided by a, it is 3. So 3 is the answer of question number 11. Let's see question number 12. In a series starting from the second term, if each term is twice its previous term, then the series is in, okay. So every term is the twice of the previous term. So I know that this is a geometric progression. So my answer is geometric progression. Let's see question number 13. All the multiples of 3 form a geometric progression. So multiples of 3 are 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 and so on. Now I know that every number is coming by adding 3 to the previous number. For example, 6 is coming by adding 3 to 3. 9 is coming by adding 3 to 6. 12 is coming by adding 3 to 9. So this is a arithmetic progression. So it is saying true or false. It means my answer is false. Let's see question number 14. Question number 14 is, if a, b, c are in geometric progression, then a square, b square and c square are in which type of progression? So if a, b, c are in GP, it means a, b and c are 3 terms and b upon a is equals to c upon b equals to r. That is the common ratio. Now it is saying a square, b square and c square. This is in which progression? So I know b square upon a square and c square upon b square is equals to r square, which is the common ratio for this series. So this is a geometric progression. So my answer is geometric progression. So now let's see question number 15th. If every term of series in geometric progression is multiplied by a real number, then the resulting series also will be a geometric progression. For example, my GP is A, AR, AR square, AR cube and so on. Now if every term is multiplied by a real number, for example K, so my series will become KA, KAR, KAR square, KAR cube. So now the ratio will also be the same, that is R. It means it is a geometric progression only. So my answer is true. My question number 16 is, geometric mean of 5, 10 and 20 is dash. Now I know that the geometric mean of three numbers a, comma b, comma c is a multiplied by b multiplied by c, and since there are three numbers, I will take the cube root of these three numbers multiplication. So this is my geometric mean. Now here a, b, c is 5, 10 and 20. So my geometric mean is 5 multiplied by 10 multiplied by 20 and its cube root. I can write this as 5 into 5 into 2. I can write this as 5 into 4. Its cube root. So 5, 5, 5. 1 5 will come out. 2 into 2 into 2. So 1, 2 will come out. So my answer is 10. So the geometric mean of 5, 10 and 20 is 10. My question number 17 is the sum of the infinite terms of the GP is the GP is minus 3, minus 6, minus 12 and so on. So here I can see that the common ratio is minus 6 divided by minus 3, that is 2. So here the common ratio R is greater than 1. It means that the sum of the GP will be infinite. So the answer 3 is false. Let's see question number 18. The reciprocal of all the terms of a series in geometric progression forms a dash progression. For example, my geometric series is A, AR, AR square, AR cube and so on. Now the reciprocal of this will be 1 by A, 1 by AR, 1 by AR square, 1 by AR cube and so on. Now let's see what is the common ratio. So common ratio is 1 upon AR divided by 1 upon A. So A will cancel out. My common ratio will become 1R. So it means the reciprocal of all the terms of a series in geometric progression will also be a geometric progression whose common ratio R will be 1 upon R. Let's see question number 19. The nth term of the sequence 1 upon 100, 1 upon 10,000 and 1 upon 10 lakh is okay. So I have to find out the nth term. So I can see that my first term is 10 raised to the power 2. My next term is 10 raised to the power 4. And my next term is 10 raised to the power 6. So it means my nth term is 1 raised to the power 10. Since it is 2, 4, 6, so it is 2n. So my Tn is 1 upon 10 raised to the power 2n. Let's see question number 20. In a series, Tn is equals to x raised to the power 2n minus 2. X is not equals to 0. Then write the infinite series. So my T1 will be, instead of n, I will write 1. So it will be x by 0, that is 1. Then it is T2. T2 is x raised to the power 4 minus 2 means 2. So x square. Similarly, T3 is x raised to the power 6 minus 2 means x raised to the power 4. T4 is x raised to the power 8 minus 2. That is x raised to the power 6. So my infinite series is 1 plus x square plus x4 plus x6 and so on till infinity. Question number 21 is the harmonic mean of 1, 2 and 3 is 3 by 2. True or false? Now I know that harmonic mean of three numbers a, b, c is 3 upon 1 upon a plus 1 upon b plus 1 upon c. So harmonic mean of 1, 2, 3 is 3, 1 upon 1, that is 1, plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3. So it is 3. Now my LCM will be 6. So it will be 6 plus 3 plus 2. So it will be 3 into 6 upon 6 plus 3, 9, 9 plus 2, 11. So answer is 18 by 11. This is the harmonic mean of 1, 2 and 3. So the answer is false. Question number 22 is, if A, B, C, D are in harmonic progression, then 1 upon A, 1 upon B plus 1 upon C and 1 upon D are in which type of progression? So I know my answer is arithmetic progression. So its answer is AP. My next question is, if the arithmetic mean of two number is 9, means arithmetic mean is 9 and the harmonic mean is 4. Harmonic mean is 4. Then their geometric mean is 6. True or false? Now I know this equation that geometric mean square is equals to arithmetic mean into harmonic mean. This is a standard equation. I should remember it. Now in this question, geometric mean is 6. So 6 ka square 36. Arithmetic mean is 9 and harmonic mean is 4. So yes, the equation stands valid. It means that this is true. Now question number 24 is, if A, B and C are the arithmetic mean, geometric mean and harmonic mean of two distinct terms respectively, then B square, that is geometric mean square, is equals to, I know my equation is geometric mean square is equals to arithmetic mean into harmonic mean. So geometric mean is B. So B square is arithmetic mean is A and harmonic mean is C. So B square is equals to AC. So it is AC. The question number 25th is, if a sum of n terms which are in JP is A into R plus 1, then the number of terms is dash, where A is the first term and R is the common ratio. Now I know that the sum of n terms of GP is A into R n minus 1 upon R minus 1. Now here this sum of n terms of GP is given as A into R plus 1. So my A into R raised to the power n minus 1 will be A into R square minus 1. So here n is 2. So my number of terms is 2. Question number 26 is, write the first three terms of the sequence whose nth term is Tn is equals to 8 minus 5n. So Tn is 8 minus 5n. So my first term is 8 minus 5, that is 3. My two term is 8 minus 10, that is minus 2. My third term is 8 minus 15, that is minus 7. So the first three terms are 3, minus 2, comma, minus 7. My next question is, write the first three terms of the sequence whose nth term is Tn equals to 5 raised to the power n plus 1. So Tn is 5 raised to the power n plus 1. So my first term is T1 is 5, 1 plus 1, that is 2. 5 raised to the power 2. My T2 is 5 raised to the power 2 plus 1, 3. That is 125. T3 is 5 raised to the power 3 plus 1, 4. That is 625. So the first three terms are 25, 125, comma 625. My next question is, if three arithmetic means are inserted between 4 and 5, then the common difference is dash. So my two numbers are 4 and 5 and I have inserted three arithmetic means. Let those three arithmetic means be A1, A2 and A3. Now this is my first term, this is second term, this is third, this is fourth and this is fifth term. Now since this is an AP, I know that in an AP my Tnth term is first term A plus n minus 1 into D. So here T fifth is T1 plus n is 5, so 4 into D. So here T5 is 5, T1 is 4, it is 4D. So D is 1 by 4. So the common difference D is 1 by 4. Let's see question number 29th. My question number 29th is, if the 7th and the 9th terms of the GP are x and y respectively, then the common ratio of the GP is dash. Now I know that in a GP, the Tnth term is a into r raised to the power n minus 1, where a is the first term and r is the common ratio. Now T7 is a into r raised to the power 6, which is x, and T9, that is a raised to the power 8, is y. So I will divide AR8 by AR6, that is y upon x. So r square is y by x. So r, the common ratio, is root of y by x, plus and minus. So the answer is plus minus root of y by x. Now let's see question number 30. My question number 30 is, in a series Tn is equals to 3 minus n, then S5 is dash. So Tn is 3 minus n. So T1 is 3 minus 1, that is 2. T2 is 3 minus 2, that is 1. And T3 is 3 minus 3, that is 0. T4 is 3 minus 4, that is minus 1. And T5 is 3 minus 5, that is minus 2. So when I will add all these terms, I will get S5, and here I will get 0. So the answer is 0. If you have understood it, then please like, share and subscribe it. Thank you.